What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Leela. So I just want to talk about yesterday a little bit. The past 2 days have been literally my heaven on earth. I've been so happy. My mood has changed. I'm excited to even hear from my children, to talk to them, and they're telling me about the babies, and life is good. Okay, so everybody knows that when life is good, there's always the devil wanting to show his fucking face because that's how life works. You can't take the good without the bad. So the foster parent informed me that the social worker needs to talk to me on Monday. And I'm like, Monday? That's a week away. Yesterday was Tuesday. Like, these people are punishing me. They're like, okay, whatever, Monday. I mean, although I think it's something bad, although I feel like they're going to be like, oh, you can't continue to talk to your kids. We're trying to adopt them out. I don't know what they're going to say, but my mind is racing negative. It really is. Um, I have been calling social workers for the past couple of days because, I want answers. I need answers. And I know that they can only do their job so far. And my attorney is supposed to advise me on what to do. But Charles Hayden, he thinks that he can just do his job by sending you, oh, I'm sorry. I tried my best and it is what it is. He didn't call me. He didn't explain anything to me. And that's where he fucked up. So, I mean, these fucking public attorneys think that they can do this to us. And it's all like, dude, how are you even still in business? I understand that you've been doing appeals for over 30 years. I do understand that. But maybe you're just exhausted from your job. Maybe you've been doing so much that you don't know how to speak to people. Because you were fucking rude as shit. Maybe you need to resign and let a fresh face in the office. I understand that you think that you know everything, but I also know people that have had their parental rights terminated and a judge has given them back here in Hampton, Virginia. Okay. My foster sister being one of them, and my homegirl, her child was in Hampton DSS, got adopted, and he went home. So I don't really understand what the big problem is. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's paper pushers. He said, she said bullshit. The lies and drama still continues from fucking high school, but now all these people got degrees and they just think that because you ain't got no money to fully hire someone to represent you, that they can just push you around, and it's not happening. It's no longer happening. Um, I can't. I mean, I don't care if I have to get an attorney to go over the last documents with a fine tooth comb and point out everything that is wrong. I mean, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. I'm not gonna sit here and say the battle's over because I want my children and we still have a long life ahead of us. I mean, if people can keep on going to parole and to parole and to parole to see if they're fit for society, then why can't I keep having opportunities to keep fighting for my kids? That's all I'm saying. Y'all want it to be um justice. We need justice, man. I need some sort of justice. Like, no, like, I do not want this. I want a long relationship with my children because at the end of the day, they're going to eventually have Christmas dinner at my house. They're going to bring their families, their kids, their wives to my house to have Christmas dinner. And I don't want it to start there. I want my relationship with my children to continue throughout their life. It's depressing enough that I think that my babies don't remember me. It's going on 2 years since they seen or heard from me. So, I mean, come on. My youngest was 2 years old. I don't know how much he remembers. I don't remember 2 years old. So how am I going to ask one of my children to do something that I'm not capable of? That's what kills me. I I need them in my life, yo. Like, seriously. Like, I need them in my life. I have to have them in my life. Like, I don't understand how parents get their parental rights terminated and don't do anything and just say, I did it. I've wrote letters. I've wrote the judge. I've wrote the governor. I've went down to City Hall, spoke to the mayor's assistant. Like, I'm doing everything. Like, besides going crazy and going into a mental institute, and I'm trying to keep my ass out of jail, but sometimes my mouth gets the better of me. But thank God that we got our First Amendment right. We can speak on how we feel, and how I feel is I'm confused. I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're having questions, don't you think that it is hurting the children now? You allow me to speak to them for 2 days, and then now I gotta wait a week. Okay, if you want to see how they act when you know what I mean, I don't talk to them, that's whatever. But I can assure you, I can call them every day at a certain time. I can call them every day at a certain time. I will make that possible, whatever it takes. Like, I've done jump through their hoops, and I feel like it's another fucking scam. How am I back in limbo? How am I back in limbo? This whole time I'm always in limbo. These people give me a little and then take. You know what I mean? I had my children back for 2 weeks. I was getting my other children back. And what they say, Miss Wyford, come in here and sign the paperwork. No, they took my babies. They took my babies back. Put me at Riverside Behavioral Health, and a pregnant woman with twins from CSB came in, and she did a mental evaluation and sent me home. It's crazy. And you know what's really crazy? It was raining that day. But before it started raining, we did go to Chick-fil-A, and I was letting the kids play on the play area, and while they were eating their breakfast and those little Chick-fil-A little mini bites, the kids loved them. They would eat some and then run and go play. It was a good day till I got the phone call saying, hey, you need to come down here and sign the paperwork so we can go ahead and finalize that the boys can come home to you tonight. So remember, I was at Chick-fil-A, so I was all like, hey, I'm just having breakfast with the kids. Let me go ahead and clean them up, and I'll be on the way over there. And when I got there, I felt weird, and I called Miss Harrell. Miss Harrell met me up there, and she had Jasmine with her, one of her grandchildren, and she was watching my kids while we were going to go upstairs and sign paperwork. And there was at least 15 people sitting at that table. We weren't here to sign paperwork to get the children back. They were here to take my children back. And I started getting nervous. And I was like, this can't be fucking happening. This can't be happening. While I was at the mental hospital, they took my diaper bag, my car seats out my car. Those were mine. I paid for that. I feel like it's going to be another incident like that. Like, sorry, Miss Wyford, but we feel like it's in the best interest of the children if they don't have any communication with you. And I just find it to be bullshit, because I was a foster child and I saw my biological family all the time, and no one gave a fuck. I don't know why these people don't want me around so bad. Wouldn't you want to be around your mother? Because all I'm doing is to fight to be around my babies. I'm fighting to be around my kids. Like, I'm literally giving it my best shot. Like, I'm giving it my all, my everything. And they're like refusing me. Look how many children I've saved. Kids love me. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only did I save Valentino, but my friend Dion, his son was choking, and I saved his life too. In front of everybody. There was like 10 fucking people there. Me, I did that. and I'm the unfit person. I'm the fucking psychopath that can't have my children. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I was glowing. Like, I mean, my vibe, my being was like, yes, you're making progress. Like, you're doing it, girl. Like, offer it just like, no. Nope. And I don't understand it because, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they're hurting the kids. They're probably going to wonder, dude, why'd my mom stop calling? Believe me, son, if you ever, any of you watch this, I wasn't me. I always wanted to call. And I wish I would have started making these videos while y'all were in care, but instead I was listening to the department when I should have been doing my own thing. And listening to them has got me nowhere. Has got my parental rights terminated. My lawyer fucking didn't do shit in court. Greg Bain or Charles Hayden, because let me tell you something. I can be mad at Charles Hayden, but it was Greg Bain that was supposed to fight that case for me. Let's be real. He should have brought up some valid points in the courtroom, which he did not do. Let's take Leela's parenting, for example. Did the kids miss any days in school? Were they late on any appointments? Was their shots up to date? Honey, I did it all. Went to the dentist. I mean, I had 7 motherfucking children and I treated them, each of them, like an individual and got everything that they needed done for them. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son's 14, why he ain't got braces? You know what I mean? What? He don't got enough points to get braces? He needs braces. Xavier needs braces. I'm not trying to nitpick and say who the fucking better parent is, but there's junkies out here that have their children that never been to the dentist. My children been going to the dentist since they got teeth. Because just some shit is important. Going to the dentist, we get, a lot of people don't get free health care, and I hate to say it, but people that get Medicaid, they're allowed to see the dentist up until they're 19 years old. So why not use that? There's a lot of people that just sit around and don't do shit with their fucking kids. And I want to do everything with my kids. And it drives me crazy. Like, I'm literally going and saying, like, I appreciate that he allowed me to speak to my kids. I appreciate, him even doing respite for my babies to keep the brothers together as a unit, as a family. I appreciate that, because let me tell you something. When I was in foster care, I didn't see my brother for 4 years, and John, I didn't see him for 8 years. So I appreciate, like, from my soul, what he is doing for my children. But let's not forget, this is his job. His job is to be a parent, is to parent. He gets paid each month to raise these children. You know what I'm saying? Like, hugs ain't included in raising somebody. Let me tell you something. Like, my foster dad, he rarely hugged us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we were teenage girls, but I'm just saying, like, where's that compassion at? Like, is it... All I know is my children are a lot like me, and I started wilding out about 15, 16. So eventually they're gonna get pissed off. It's just a matter of time. That's all I'm saying. I walled out. I fucking went back to my biological family, to the point where they were calling the police to have me escorted back home. So, I mean, if I did it, they might do it too. I mean, I don't want history to repeat itself like that, because I dropped out of school and everything and had a few kids and then got my GED. And I just want my children to be on the right track. That's all I've ever wanted. And school is a priority. I learned that the hard way. Like, I wish I would have got a degree in something, got a good career, and then had babies. But it didn't happen like that. And most people's lives don't happen like that. And it's all right, because shit, just because you got a way of doing something don't mean that that way is for everyone. What that person say? He said, um, "Don't count out a fish's ability to climb a tree." And I believe that. Like, ever since I heard that shit, I was like, dude, that's some truth right there. Anyways, I'm gonna get in here and make Joseph some lunch. I am babysitting again today, and I just want to say that I hope God blesses me. Like, I hope that this is just the beginning step to being to have some type of connection with my kids. Like, I'll take anything right now, seriously, and it is what it is. So, God bless y'all. Pray for me.